Rachel wept in silent longing, empty arms and bitter pain, watching Leah cradle children, feeling barren, hope grow slain. Give me children, Jacob, give me Rachel, cried with trembling breath. But he answered, am I God, love? Am I ruler over death? Oh God of broken longing, oh God who hears our cries, you see the lonely barren heart, you see the fear behind our eyes. Every woman, every promise lies beneath your sovereign hand. You are God of every story, you are God of every land. Rachel gave her maid Bilhah, she will bear a child for me. And when Dan was born in sorrow, Rachel whispered, God sees me. Another son came soon, Naphtali, born of Bilhah's laboring fight. And Rachel said, I wrestled fierce, but I have won by God's own might. When Leah saw her womb was silent, longing stirred her heart again. So she gave her maid Zilpah to join the line of mothering pain. God was born in sudden triumph, Asher next in joy and light. Nations call me blessed woman, for God's favor holds me tight. In the fields where wheat was bending, little Reuben searched the land, found the mandrakes ripe with fragrance, brought them to his mother's hand. Rachel begged for Leah's flowers, symbols of fertility. Leah said, then Jacob's presence must tonight belong to me. From that night came Issachar, then Zebulun in strength and grace. And at last a daughter, Dinah, lifted hope in Leah's place. Oh, children born of striving, oh, children born of war, from jealousy and heartbreak came the tribes that God would store. Through the bitterness of mothers, through the tears that formed the sea, God was building up a nation, God was writing destiny. But the Lord remembered Rachel, heard her tears for many years, opened up her barren longing, healed her sorrow, hushed her fears. Joseph came like dawn in springtime, miracle of grace untold. And she whispered, God has lifted all my shame from days of old.
Jacob said to Laban, send me, let me build my house and name. But sly Laban begged, stay longer, God has blessed me by your fame. Jacob asked for spotted livestock, marked by patterns rare and wild. And through wisdom God had given, flocks increased like rivers piled.
Laban changed his wages, often tried to cheat him in the night. But the God of Jacob watched him turn deception into light. Strong ones birthed with streaks and splashes, weak ones left for Laban's side. Jacob grew in wealth and power, God his shield, his faithful guide. Flocks and herds and mighty servants rose like waves upon the land. For the Lord had blessed his chosen with abundance by his hand. Oh God of every struggle, oh God who shapes our line, through jealousy and sorrow you create the grand design. From the tents of bitter mothers came the tribes of Israel's name. 12 suns rising into history, 12 lights burning with your flame. Rachel smiled with Joseph's laughter, Jacob's wealth began to soar, and the God who forms all nations whispered softly, there is more. For the children born of striving, born of wounds and rivalry, would become the tribes of promise, roots of sacred destiny. Oh God of every struggle, oh God who shapes our line, through jealousy and sorrow you create the grand design. From the tents of bitter mothers came the tribes of Israel's name. 12 suns rising into history, 12 lights burning with your flame. Rachel smiled with Joseph's laughter, Jacob's wealth began to soar, and the God who forms all nations whispered softly, there is more. For the children born of striving, born of wounds and rivalry, would become the tribes of promise, roots of sacred destiny.